Welcome to our Devos, where we have been examining the blame game, the game that no Christian wins. So many have tried to play this. So many have edged their way through their lives, thinking about their situations when things fall apart, how it's other people's fault, how it's the fault of God, how it's the fault of their parents. When in reality, we can spend a lot of time doing that, but really what we ought to be doing is leaning into the presence of God and focusing on a way for us to become people who reach forth and move forward. Today we're going to look at someone who does what so many of us do when it comes to our lives. When things go wrong, we blame others. Now, this is in a separate line item category from our parents. We blame those around us. We blame our spouses. We blame our children. If it wasn't for this person, if this person would do more of this, I would be more devoted. If this person would act like this, I would do this. And so we find ourselves in a place of blaming others that leads us nowhere well. There's a really good, hyper illustrative example of this when Jesus is healing people and he comes to someone near the pool of, I believe it's Bethsaida, the five-pillared pool. It's really interesting. It's in John chapter 5. There's a man who's been laying on a mat, paralyzed, and he has no way to move. Now, interestingly, and John kind of puts a footnote to this in the scriptures, they're by this pool called Siloam, I believe that was the pronunciation of the pool, where they would bring people to the pool, and they would put people that were sick, people that were dying, people that couldn't walk, they'd put them in the pool, and it was culturally known, so this wasn't like from Scripture, that an angel would come into the pool, stir the waters up, and then whoever happened to be in the pool while the waters were stirred would be healed. Sounds like a good deal. All you have to do is hang around the pool all day. Then when the water starts moving, just get in the pool and you're going to be healed. But Jesus comes upon a man who's been laying on a mat for 38 years, paralyzed. And Jesus asks the one question. I'm going to ask you that question today. Do you want to be well? This is Jesus asking him. Do you want to be well? Now, I love that because Jesus is giving him an opportunity to really reflect on his life. And this is his response right before Jesus heals him. We're not going to cover the healing. We're going to cover his response because it is blame game ninja level. Watch. John 5:7, the sick man answered him and said, "Sir, I have no one to put me in the pool when the waters are stirred up. And while I am going, another steps down before me." He said, he doesn't say yeah. He doesn't say yes at all. He talks about others. He goes, "Nobody's helping me. They see I'm paralyzed. Nobody's picking me up and putting me in the pool." Ever done that in your life? Well, nobody's reaching out to me for help. None of my family, they're not helping me. They see how much I'm hurting, and the reason why I haven't done X, Y, and Z is because nobody's trying to help me. Or, while I am going down, another steps down before me. I was going to do that, but that guy got that job first. He cheated his way, and now I can't try at my job anymore because this guy beat me to it. This other person, they're getting something I'm not. While that person's getting what I want, I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. The blame game when it comes to others is legion. There's so many different opportunities we have to blame other people for what we don't have. God himself stands there asking you this question: do you want to be well? Do you want to be off of that mat? Do you want to quit wallowing in self-pity? Do you want to quit focusing? Jesus doesn't redirect and say, "Oh man, those people, they're terrible. They should be thinking about you." No. God is the one that you have to go to in order to get well. You are going to eventually have to get to the place where you're willing to pick that mat up and take that painful first step. But it's through Jesus that you can let go of what others are doing and focus on what you're doing. Because blaming others and playing the blame game leads all of us to lose in a really big way.